Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go, and on the hill in this one, Yuri Perez. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Oh, that got him. First batter of the game is hit by the pitch. Here's Jesse Winker. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball. It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
He's got it. 1 away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Pete Alonso in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
1 ball, no strikes.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Just missed. Man at first, 1 away. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now here is Juan Soto. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run.
1-0.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Yeah.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the second game of the series. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
So 2 down now, and here is Mark Vientos. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game.
Ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's go Marlins. Come on, Marlins. You can do it. Woo, come on.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. Out number 3. 2 left for the Mets, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound in this one, David Peterson. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Dane Myers leading things off and takes a strike. Myers went deep in his most recent game. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers went deep in the ball game last night. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're
1-1.
hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And now,
That's a foul
Agustin
ball.
Ramirez. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Let's take a look at our lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First
Ball,
pitch misses. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Two outs. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Winker should have it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. One left for Miami. Scoreless after one. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Perez back to work. And there's a strike. That's a little bit low. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Yep.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Brandon Nimmo in the box now. No balls and a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him. Breaking ball clips the outside edge.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with two strikes.
Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit. And there's a foul ball. Second inning here, no score. That clips the zone, and it's 0-2. Stays alive. Swings another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Ball one there. That's off the inside corner, and the count now 2-0. That one fouled off. Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning. And now it's going to be Jesus Sanchez.
1-0.
This one in the dirt.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And the 1-0. Runner on the go. Popped up. Vientos. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
The right fielder,
Here's the rookie right fielder, Griffin Conine. Swinging a foul straight back. Norby, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Runner! To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. Two down, nobody on. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Oh, and 2 now. Lined into right. Taylor makes the play, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full, no score. Back here in Miami. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now it's Frankie Lindor. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
now batting, left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker digs in now. Flied to right his first time. And that's a little bit high. And that
One
is
ball,
ball
no
one.
strike.
And
Ball
another
two.
ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Top of the third, no score. Line drive.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Here's Pete Alonso. Walked his first time. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Alonso handling the duties at first, hitting third in the lineup, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. 2 outs. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back there. And gone. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Out to center. Corrals it. And that is that. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Otto Lopez. That misses. 1-0. And that's in for a strike. And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the sinker and it was successful.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
You a clean house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss.
Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit.
Then go back to where you came from.
On the outside corner, that's strike one. One out, base is empty. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
So the lineup flips over. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the third.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. And the slider just misses.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one ripped, but foul. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one not close. 2-2. And that's too high.
Full count.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really nice pitch right there. He dotted that fastball on the inside and just froze it for the backwards K. Even if he swings, so tough to do anything with the pitch in that location and that velocity. You almost have to be looking hard in with 2 strikes to handle it. And who does that?
And now Francisco Alvarez. Up and in, 1-1.
1-1.
And that one clips the corner.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Cut on and miss, struck him out at 98. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Nimmo takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Check swing called strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That misses. Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Good plate appearance there.
base.
Able to take the walk. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Taylor
Ball,
stands
let's
in
down.
here, takes ball one low. Two outs. This to third. They get the force, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom four, now at the plate, Kyle Stowers. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a 1-1. This to third, makes a sliding stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the catcher.
This is such a difficult play for a third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look with StatCast.
Oh, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the mid, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Ramirez, batting with one down, takes a strike. The Mets up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's downstairs and outside. Just off the outside edge. 2-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And there's ball four.
The first baseman, number 8.
One gone runner at first. Ryan Mountcastle, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Ramirez leads off first with one away. And fouled off. In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. That one misses. Now 2-2. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Down the third baseman, Connor Norby. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
See
Swings
right.
through that one for strike one.
No balls. 1 strike. Ball. 1 ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2
2
strikes.
balls. 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing.
See, every time you see me, I got something new. Every time you see me, I got something new.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Perez back to work. That
Ball.
misses the zone. Ball 1.
1 ball.
Signs of
No
activity
strike.
in the pen for the Marlins. Jesus Tinoco, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Cano, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Now 1-1.
Just not
1-1.
able to catch up to that velocity.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to Mountcastle. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. First
No, that's a
offering, and it
ball.
just misses. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Late
Hey,
that
right.
time, and it's strike 2.
They just
1-2.
threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches
Full count.
on one hitter.
To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Now a chance for Jesse Winker. 0 for 2 in this one. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. To third,
Double.
and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly, but they're on top 1-0.
From the mud, I'm talking about the slums from a city where it's wicked. Most people scared to come.
Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Marlins DH, Jesus Sanchez. In the air, left field. And there's one down. Griffin Conant now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Late swing, foul to the left. Fights it off. He'll see another. The Fish trailing by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Hit in the air, left field. Nimmo ranging after it. 2 down.
Batter number 6. Shortstop.
Next to hit, Otto Lopez. Struck out swinging his first time. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And first offering is fouled off.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That's off the mark. 2-2. Just misses with that one. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner at first with 2 away. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. On the ground right side. Slides for the stop. Nicely done for the out. Marlins leave 1, and it remains 1-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jesus Tinoco. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. Tinoco measures 6 feet 4 inches, 29 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next offering is down low. And a swing and a miss there.
big-time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Here's Juan Soto. Way inside, and that hit him. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there, and it's off the wall. One run's in. The second run scores. 3-0.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. There's a strike. Vientos at second with nobody out. Just
Inside.
missed. That's off the mark. 2-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
He goes down looking.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Nimmo in the box again. Takes a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Pitch misses. 2-1.
Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Okay.
One out, the runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And it goes just foul. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Ball, no. 2 balls, no strike.
And another ball. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 3-1. And a foul ball. And that'll load the bases.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. It's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down the line, and it's foul. Bases loaded, 1 away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One-two now. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Hit 'em hard, gotta hit 'em hard. If they
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jesus Tinoco done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Andrew Nardi comes on now,
and he steps right into a bases loaded jam where this game could kind of get blown wide open. Just needs 1 out to get out of it. So this is a huge matchup coming up.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Swinging a foul out of play. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Got him swinging. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Funk up the place, just wanna see that stank on your face. Funk up the place, we just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass. We about to go, what's about to happen, girl, you already know. Taking control, we can take this right, go faster or slow.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Stowers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Nunez appears to be getting loose. Minter getting cranked up as well. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Winker drop step going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next with the Marlins, the catcher, Agustin.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Agustin Ramirez. And that misses.
Inside.
And that's ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
A little bit low. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Slice to right, and it stays fair.
The first baseman, number 8,
Ryan Mountcastle, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. And delivers outside. Base knock center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Clips the corner, 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Towards first,
That's
and a
foul.
foul ball. Ramirez over at second. Mountcastle at first, 2 out of the inning. In the dirt. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. On a line out towards center. Diving, makes the grab.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
And the
Ball
first
1.
pitch misses for ball 1. Just
off the
missed.
plate.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 now.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 4-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Inside, and it's a ball and a strike. That one to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, bases empty. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And it's fouled away. Two outs. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Huascar Brazoban.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So now here's the DH, Jesus Sanchez. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Right through there for a strike. Got him swinging. And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. There's the strike. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
Ball. One strike.
Yeah, he doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. That's smashed towards center. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The batter number 6.
And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. He is struck out and he is walked. And ball one. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. That one in there across the letters. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yennier Cano. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Nimmo now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ronnie Enriquez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Ripped on the ground to second, tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
The right fielder, number 15.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And the first offering is not close. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. Struck him out looking. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Reed Garrett. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Xavier Edwards digs in now. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. And first offering is fouled off.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Tap foul at the plate. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2.
Ball.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
That's ripped, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And here is Kyle Stowers. 0 for 3 in this one. And takes low for ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. That one missed. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 1-2. Movement in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Minter also throwing. Man at second. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
A little bit
No,
low.
that's a ball.
And the count
Too
even,
low.
1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next
Ball.
offering is outside.
Well, he's just given up
Two
3
balls,
straight
one
hits, and
strike.
now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit. Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Really important at bat coming up now.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Reed Garrett departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider
One
that
ball,
finds the
two
mark.
strikes.
Pitch
2-2.
misses. And that's ball 2. And there's a ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Jesus Sanchez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now, Jesus Sanchez. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Ball 1.
First pitch misses.
Well,
One
this is a
ball,
critical
no
spot
strike.
for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
No, that's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Headed towards the corner. Did he trip? What happened? Sniper?
Great effort. That's how bad he wanted that one. Head first dive.
Swings and misses. 2-2
balls,
now.
two
Wow,
strikes.
no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins 2.
Breaking down the young and what I owed 'em. Trying to fit into an orbit.
All set to start the ninth in this one. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Cano back to work. Cano, the tall righty. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. And they'll do it again. Pitch misses there, and a count 1-2.
Two.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. On the ground to first, but it kicks foul. Right side, Edwards. In plenty of time to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. And there's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Ball, that's down.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jesse Winker. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
It's been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 can give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Not close with that one. Going to count 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Left field. Stowers turns to the right on the move. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine. Fought off foul. And that drops in for a strike. Conine checks his swing, appeal to third, no swing. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. He's 2 outs away. And here is Otto Lopez. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Ball 1 low. That's a little bit low. He swings and fouls one off. That's too low. And the count is 3-1. And he couldn't come up with it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The tying run at the plate. That one's in there. And that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Marlins down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. Just missed.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Tying run at the plate. That's a strike. And the count 1-1. Just missed.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Popped up. McNeil. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets even this series up at a game apiece.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
I think you know what I'm after. If you wanna get in, baby, give me the password. Let's go faster. Why does it always feel like I only go backwards? Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone hit me with lace. You can't shake this, take this, baby. Don't...